Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Section 8 is Great. This is John. You know, it's my busy season right now, but I've been watching the market. First of all, I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Please go ahead and and before I go ahead and get into my topic, I want to make sure that you go ahead and go to my website. Go ahead and support. It'll be good for information for you, and it's just the do's and don'ts and how to make sure that you go ahead and not only invest in Section 8, but invest in all real property and with a profit in mind. Now, it's the beginning of the year. And guess what I'm doing this year? I'm getting my Section 8 credit. What I mean by Section 8 credit, that means I'm getting every credit card. I'm going to make sure that I have enough balances. High balances. Not high balances, but get as many credit cards as I can. Get as much available credit that I can. Because when the market hits, and I don't know when it's going to hit, and I made a lot of money about buying these Section 8 houses maybe about like 10 years ago. And I want you guys to be prepared because it's going to take you about a year to get your credit in line. So if you don't have enough credit, and I'm not talking about credit to buy a house, to go ahead and apply. It's a shame how they make us go ahead and apply. But I'm going to give you some real talk right now. Suppose that you can buy a house for $15,000 cash. And it's your only house that you ever had. And you had a credit card for $15,000 with a $15,000 limit. Would you risk ruining your credit? And you knew that you really couldn't pay the $15,000 back. Would you risk ruining your credit to buy a home with cash? To buy a home. Now, I say yes. Because if I had a chance to buy a house, not right now, it had to be more, but if I had a chance to buy a house at that time when I first started, and they said that I could own a home free and clear for the amount of my credit line that I had on my credit card, I would go ahead and buy it. Because eventually I would try to pay it back, or I would try to pay it back. But if I couldn't, I wouldn't. That means the house would still be mine. Now, I wouldn't do, how can I say, I wouldn't get when I get the money and then I'll buy the property in the company's name or something that was separate from the credit card. Now, therefore, that is a different transaction. I would rather owe the credit card company $15,000 and work on paying them off and own a house on the side, free and clear. That's totally separate from my credit obligation. Because eventually I'm going to go ahead and pay this credit off. But I'm also going to have a house that nobody can take and no one's attached to it. It's a shame out there that people are not thinking about this. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think these credit card companies, we owe them anything. Their charge is 25, 26% of interest. What you need to make sure that you're doing is making sure that you stock as much credit, much home equity if you have any, get as much credit cards and go out here and go for it. What we're lacking out here is Section 8 confidence. You're scared. But I'm going to ask you a question. If you got an asset that's worth something, it's not a car, it's not a piece of clothes, it's not a bottle of champagne or anything, you're not out there tricking it off, what are you doing? So I'd rather go ahead and risk it all on an asset that's going to produce income for me than anything else. So that's what I mean by Section 8 credit. I need Section 8 credit because eventually the people who have credit and have access to capital are going to win within this next year. So if you don't have any access to capital and you don't have any credit, when everything starts going on sale, which it will go on sale, what are you going to do? You looking at the stock market right now and say, oh, it's going up, and it's going to come down. Everybody's pouring their money back in there and then it's going to crash. What are you going to do when it's time to capitalize on that? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my cash to buy more real estate. I'm going to use my cash to put in the stock market when it goes down. I'm going to do all kinds of things because this is the time where the rich are going to get richer because the person holding credit and cash wins. Thanks for tuning in to Section 8 is Great. This is John. Make sure you go ahead and pick up the book. Make sure you go ahead and click the links below. My link. Make sure you get the paperback from my website, okay? I know that a lot of you guys get on Amazon, but go to my website so I can mail it out to you myself. Make sure you click the link to talk to John if you have any questions. I'm doing a lot of great things this year. I want to share it with you. We're expanding our Section 8 empire. I know this is where it all started, but we're expanding it. I want a couple of you guys to come along. I want all you guys to join that ride with me so we can go ahead and talk about what we're doing and making sure that we stay ahead of the game and making sure that we keep on becoming financially free and wealthy. Talk to you later. Make sure you to talk to John. If you need to talk to me, the link is below. Make sure you support the t-shirts, the hats, the books. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.